Hello and good morning, Gary Champion, Psychic Medium. I was sitting here working on a book as usual and started thinking for some reason that maybe I should be doing more predicting stuff. I don't know why. I don't do a lot of it. It's no clue. It didn't occur to me. And very quickly, someone said, broker a deal. Well, I don't broker deals. I don't know what they're talking about. And then someone said the mess in China, the problems we're having with China, really self-created problems with China. We both have issues. That didn't seem to be a problem before. We've changed presidents. He seems to think this is a deal. And he's being pushed by his constituency to make a mess. Someone's going to step in at the last minute and broker a deal. It's a lost cause unless they do it, and they have to do it pretty quickly, next couple of months. Otherwise, our farmers and the people who sell product in this country won't have anything to sell. It's sort of a doomsday scenario, but we pretty much painted ourselves into a corner, and so have they. We threw down the gauntlet and they picked it up, and it's been a mess ever since. I believe a deal is a deal, and a deal can be done and will be done. Sacrifices are going to have to be made. I'm not sure what that means. No clue. And why they're telling me this, I don't know. There's a lot of laundered money in this deal. There'll be a lot of money laundered to pay background deals. People are going to be paid off. Don't like the sound of that. We have two public corruption. It's real clear. And I don't know why we should be surprised. Because I'm not surprised because these sort of deals have gone on since the beginning of time, and especially in the United States. We paid. I mean, people have paid people off for all kinds of things. Going back to the beginning history, don't look in my boat, mister. I'm bringing tea from England. Don't look in my boat. Here's some money. I'm taking tobacco out. And in the very beginning, there's a lot of stuff like that. And the payoffs are, in some cities, is it's the way you do business. So this is some kind of laundering of money, paying for rendered services. These aren't my words. I wouldn't use that. But a deal can be struck. Quid pro quo. They're going to give us something and we're going to give them something. Balance of trade somehow. Interesting though, isn't it? The things you can hear if you just want to do it. I just haven't paid any attention to it. It's not generally what I do, but I guess it comes under, I wrote a book once about it, Future Glimpse, a number of years ago. It had a lot of predictions in it. None of my books sell enough for anybody to have read it, but I did a lot of predictions in that book, so it can be done. It's just a matter of my guys are telling me I didn't want to deal with the aftermath when you give a prediction that if it's not what people want, then they attack you. And yeah, that's pretty much true. Try and stay out of the spotlight of, but this is good news. And someone's going down. I think we all kind of can figure that one out. It's a done deal. I think people are already scuttling shuttle diplomacy. That's what, when you see that happening, that's a prelude to a final solution. You'll see, we probably won't see it because they'll take off in the middle of the night and military planes that will fly the whole distance and land and come back, and we won't see much of it. It won't be in the news until it's, no, it is. It's going to be a slight revelation about background talks already going on. Let's just not pretend to be so tough about things until a proper deal can be done, and that satisfies everybody. It's a quid pro quo. It's a, I'll give you this, you give me that, and then it's just kind of okay. Because if you notice in the stock market, it doesn't think much of what's going on. It's dropping like a rock, which I predicted a couple of months ago that it would. And things are going to get ugly unless we do something about it. In the old days, every country stood alone, and the products, beef and tobacco and wheat and everything was sold basically within that country. So they didn't depend upon anybody else. Today, we live in a global economy, practically everybody speaks English one way or another. Why? Because it's where all the money's being made. Money's not being made in Portuguese. So it's a second language for most people. So we're in a global economy, and something that happens way out there somewhere ripples until it affects everybody, mostly slightly. But in this case, it's a big rock that's hit the water. We need to be careful that it doesn't drown us or sink our boat. So somebody's going to swoop in and save the day at the last moment. I'm not sure who it is, but it's someone that both sides trust. That can, I believe it's somebody not politically motivated, so it's easy to see why they would be able to do it. I have someone in mind. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but yeah, maybe I will. I think President Obama could do it. Or even his wife, Michelle Obama, could pull it off. She's sharp. She's very sharp. And former First Lady has no political ambition. Former president, he can't be president again. So both of them would be capable. And someone, by the way, the Chinese trust. Our current administration just hates this guy, but I think he can get the job done. He's an outsider, and he has the tools for it. As you remember, we didn't have any of this during his administration. It wasn't Armageddon every 5 minutes. Things are pretty smooth, so let's go with that. He'd do it for nothing. So this is my little prediction. No fear, some fear. No fear, no regret, no anger at anything I've ever said. And that's what that little tag on the end means. I don't have any fear of anything. I don't have any regrets for anything I've ever done or said. I don't believe in regrets. And certainly no anger. Thanks for watching.